Did you put a spell on me or a curse on me or something? Did you bury your drawers in my backyard? It was like, what? We're not going to a honeymoon for the Astros? The fastest way to get it right now is go rob a bank.
Right.
The risks are very high.
What's going on, y'all? The latest heavy hitter is in the building. Mia Bell, your host of BET Talks. And when I tell you my millennial self is jumping out of my skin as I sit next to a legend, okay? I'm talking about the poet. Paul is in the building. Yeah, I couldn't contain myself. Please.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
How do you feel?
Feel great.
You are shining.
I feel like I'm shining. Happy to be here with the newest heavy hitter. What's
I
up?
know.
What it do? Welcome. Hey,
Thank you.
Shout out to the heavy hitters. Y'all been showing love to me and every artist forever. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And Thank you and all of y'all.
Of course. And we're going to continue to do that with Once Upon a Grind.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into the album, you know we got to play a game. It's BET. And this is called This or That.
Yeah.
You got a lot of gold on you right now. But if you had to pick gold or crypto?
I think long term is more money in the gold, but you know, the crypto, you can get you a hell of a lick and buy a bunch of gold with the crypto. So that's what a lot of my friends are doing. They made tons of money off of crypto and they went and invested all of it in the gold. If I had to pick one or the other, I would probably say gold, because I can't make a grill out of crypto, but I can make a grill out of gold.
Okay, I thought you were gonna go so crypto. You got me with that one. What about diamonds versus cash?
That's a tough one too, because with cash, you can always go buy the diamonds, but then again, if you got the diamonds, you can always go sell them back to Johnny and get some money. So I would go with diamonds. Diamonds and gold, 2 for 2, grills for life. What it do?
Now we know you're all about your money, and
Yeah.
of course you're a businessman. Would you rather have real estate or music publishing?
Give you the pros and cons of that too. I know a lot of people who own all their publishing and it ain't worth jack.
Really?
But I also know some areas of town that you can buy for dirt cheap and don't nobody want to buy it. Let me tell you, look, I bought a piece of land for $100,000. I was about to build a house on it, but the property value went up. Now it's worth like $600,000.
Wow.
So I would have to go with the land on that one. Just from my own personal experience, get you some land.
Now, we know you're a huge sports fan, especially when it comes to your city. So if you had to pick one to support forever, just one, Texans, Cowboys, or the Astros?
Definitely the Astros. Of course, we won 2 championships recently. The Rockets championships were so long ago that, you know, they almost don't count, especially because there's a lot of people who don't know about basketball. But of course, Hakeem Olajuwon, one of the greatest ever. But they say that, you know, those were the 2 years that Jordan was retired, so maybe our championships don't count, but of course, they don't know about basketball. If you know about basketball, our championships count. You can't take them away from us. But, you know, I would say just because the Astros are more recent now, the Texans, they on the block. It's your time to shine right now. C.J. Stroud, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, come on, Will Anderson Jr.
Y'all heard him.
If we win the Super Bowl, it's gonna be Texans all day, all day. But right now, I'm going with the Astros. Definitely gotta go with the Astros.
Now, we love how you rep your city in all ways. And of course, when it comes to the music, Once Upon a Grind, we're here again. You're doing your album rollout.
Yeah.
How do you feel is new music that the people are gonna be able to touch and really get into?
Feel great. I got a lot of dope production. My boy DJ Fresh came with it on there. He's from the Bay Area. He brought the live music. He's a hell of a musician where he plays every instrument. So he came with it on there. I got my boys G-Luck Beat On, G&B Productions. They're iconic production duo from Houston. They did a bunch of stuff for me in the past, Slim Thug, for everybody. But right now, they're really making a lot of motion with a lot of the new artists. So all the new, fresh artists that are just popping in Houston right now, like that Mexican OT or Sauce Walker, there's so many of them. They did a lot of the production for them. So even though they've been around for a while, they got that fresh sound that's really tapped in with today's sound. So I'm just really excited about the album. The album is all about, you know, just grinding, putting in that hard work, putting your best foot forward, never half-assing, never second-guessing, just going all the way, all in with everything you do. So that's what it's about.
I feel like that's always been you and the mission that you've been pushing. And for the project, I was wondering what I was gonna hear. I didn't really have anything in mind. Are we gonna get the Great Wall? What is it?
Yeah.
And you kick it off with Woke Up a Millionaire.
Yeah.
And it's giving motivational music.
For sure.
What continues to motivate you to be able to give us songs like this?
Well, first of all, I'm living my dream. This is what I prayed to God for. I'm 43. 43 years of my life I prayed to God.
And blessed, come on.
As soon as I found out about God, man, this is what I've been praying for. So, you know, it's a roller coaster. There's ups and downs with any job or with any life or with any situation, but I'm so blessed to be able to do something that I love to do. I don't take it for granted at all. And the song Woke Up a Millionaire, my boy DJ Fresh, he's singing on there. And I just say, you know what, a lot of people, sometimes they think that you just win the lottery and you wake up a millionaire. But for me, every millionaire I know, they work for it.
Right.
And some of the millionaires I know, you don't know they millionaires because they don't show it. They got their money in the bank or in real estate or in other things, not in their clothes or their jewelry. So I know people that do yard work that's millionaires. I know mechanics that are multi-millionaires.
Right.
I know all kind of people from different jobs and different career paths that, you know, one thing they all got in common is their hard work ethic. Always put your best foot forward, always strive to make progress, even if it's small progress, and you gotta find a way. One of my mantras that I always just really hold tight to me is, you know, don't sacrifice what you want most for what you want right now. Whether it's the family life, you know what I'm saying? I see this all the time. Even before I got with my wife, this was something that I never understood. I would have friends that would be, you know, ballers, bosses, and they girlfriends will be ballers, bosses as well.
Come on.
And for some reason they would cheat on them, and I'd be like, this is like a dream. Like,
Right.
why would you give that up? And then when you see what they cheating on with, like, what are you
Nothing
thinking?
in comparison.
You can't sacrifice what you want most for just what you want right now. And it takes a lot of self-discipline. You really got to know who you are and know what you want out of life. And I'm not perfect. I might be saving up for something and I might buy, you know, a little spur of the moment, you know what I'm saying?
Some more grills.
Yeah, for sure. That's the tough one. Johnny just hit me with something new. It was like, hey, it's just a new mosaic set. The ones I got right now in my mouth, they call it a honeymoon set.
Okay, let's see. Smile at me nice and bright. This is the honeymoon set?
Honeymoon set.
Yeah.
Each tooth got a carat or more, and it's basically you got red ring on each tooth.
Okay.
So it's a
Where'd you go
honeymoon
for your
set.
honeymoon?
We actually didn't have a honeymoon. Our plan was to get married in Cancun, then have our honeymoon in Jamaica. Hurricane happened, changed our plans, so we got married in Houston, and then we was okay, we're gonna still have our honeymoon in Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? But the Astros made it to the World Series that year,
Right.
and I was like, man, I know they not showing this game in Jamaica. I got the, man,
Ain't no way you missing that.
my wife was like, what? We're not going to a honeymoon for the Astros? But I was like, baby, we just wait till the series over, wait till the World Series over. But I mean, God let me know that sometimes you got to follow your wife.
Yeah.
Your wife's plan. and
Listen
not your
to her
own.
next time.
Yes, because the Astros got swept, and I've always felt like it was my fault personally because I didn't go on my honeymoon. If I went on my honeymoon, we wouldn't have got swept. So
Yeah.
I apologize to the Astros fans and the Astros players. You know what I'm saying? But later on, we went to Rome.
Okay.
We did go to Rome, and we went to a few places, you know what I'm saying? And we had a hell of a delayed honeymoon, but maybe I should have went to that Jamaica, because I love Jamaica. I love me some Jamaica.
Yeah, you're gonna have to run Jamaica back, okay? And make it up.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the project, I love all of the soulful joints. You've given us a lot of soul. All money good.
Yeah.
We always hear that all money is not good, sometimes depending on who it's coming from, but for you, it's great. Talk to us about it.
Really, our money good around here. All our money good around here.
I'ma get it.
And it's just something you gotta be able to stand on. You know, how did you get your money? How did
Right.
you achieve your accomplishments? Did you have to step on somebody to achieve your accomplishments?
Right.
Did you have to put somebody else down for you to be lifted up? Did you have to steal money or connive some type of way, scam somebody to get your money? For us, nah, no trickery, no fraud, no deceit. It's all just being stand up, chasing our goals, inching our way towards success. And that's just the message we want to send. Is the fastest way to get it right now is go rob a bank.
Right.
The risks are very high. You don't have to do it with the trickery, fraud, and deceit. You definitely can get it where the money's good. You got good money where you can stand firm and be proud of how you made the money, not just how much money you got. What did they do with their money when they made it?
That's the important part.
Stand with your chest out on how you made it. You know?
Now, you have a lot of features on the project, but my favorite is seeing Wifey's name on there. Swang down.
Yeah.
And you're also sampling a great Rain, one of my favorite joints ever in life.
Oh, yeah.
The melodies and all of that, where did that come from? The conception of Swang Down.
The whole idea was my boy Big Sid. He came up with an idea. He was like, hey man, I think you should remake the song. Now, I typically don't do too many samples because it'd be so much red tape, especially with publishing or other things.
Was it hard to clear.
It wasn't hard to clear really because we really didn't sample it, we just interpolated it. That made it a lot easier right there. For us, we just looked at it as, this is a dope song, it's a great song. You know, this is how we came up on our freestyles. You know, we would freestyle on other people's beats and make it our own. You know, make an H-Town version of this classic Rain. Before we recorded anything, my boy Big Tonka, who was on there as well, he's an up-and-coming artist, he's a dope singer. He was on social media basically doing the same thing. He had the Rain in the background, but he was doing like a Houston version of it. And I was like, damn, this must be meant to be, because we was just talking about doing this song. His version of it was from the Bystanders version of, you know, I see y'all swinging, you know, and I was like, you know what, I want to flip it. I already knew I wanted Zero singing this. Zero got to sing this. Zero king of the hooks, I got to have Zero singing this. So I said, okay, Zero, I want you to flip what Big Tonka wrote. We driving the cars.
Right,
so if we driving the cars, how is we gonna be singing on there? So that's what he did. And then we actually recorded the song on Zero's birthday. And matter of fact, Lil Flip was his engineer that we recorded it. So
no
shout out
way.
to Lil Flip too. From start to finish was very memorable. And then Beans and Cornbread, they did the production on there. My boy Beans, he's in a big group right now, Krung Band. They're nominated for Best New Artist for the Grammys, so that's huge for them. So shout out to my boy Beans. Cornbread, he's my band leader. When I perform with a band, he's been on the road with me, so I'm happy the song came out the way it did. And of course we got Wifey on there because we needed some type of element to remind us of the SWV. You know what I'm saying?
Like, some inspiration.
Yeah. My wife, she actually used to be a singer. That's actually when we met. She was selling her CDs, and I bought a CD from her. That's actually
how you got her?
We met her. That's how I got her. The CD was scratched too.
Wow.
So that's how she got me. When she sold me a scratch CD. It was like, I need to where the CD without the scratch.
Right.
It was definitely love at first sight. The second, third time I seen her.
Okay, the third time.
Well, the first time I seen her, she said, hey, I met you at TSU one time. Like, now, you know, I do remember that. At Texas Southern University, in the student center out there on the yard. I went to U of H, she went to TSU, but me and my boy Goo, we used to have a club we used to do on Thursdays called Club Play in Houston. And when the CD was scratched, I sent a message to her, hey, bring me a new CD, come to the club, bring me a new CD. But really, I was just,
Where'd you send this message?
It was through a friend who was talking to one of her friends who was, you know, her and her friends in a group was selling CDs. My friends didn't want to buy no CDs, they just wanted to talk to them.
Right.
But I'm like, man, we look so broke right now. They selling CDs for $5.
You gotta buy
at least buy a CD for $5. We like, man, we looking broke. So I bought a CD just because I wasn't even trying to talk to none of them. I just didn't want to look broke. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be talking about me, man, he broke. On my ascension, my rise, I rapped, I did promotions, I sold grills, and I DJ'd. So at the time, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a screwed and chopped, slowed down version of her CD, but it was scratched. So I was like, damn, I can't surprise her with this. So let me call my boy, tell him to let them know, whatever, let her know, come to our club so I can get a new CD. And I'll never forget when she walked through that door with her hair in a ponytail, she had a beat on.
Come on.
It was love at first sight, where I was just, I lost for words. I knew it was gonna be something special at that moment, and I be messing with her like, did you put a spell on me or a curse on me or something? Did you bury your drawers in my backyard before we met or something? I don't know, but it was definitely one of them things where I felt I was overcome, you know. So she's no longer in that singing group. She stopped singing, you know. They made her choose between me and the group, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. Sounds like haters, but
it's all, I mean, everything happened for a reason. She sung on a lot of songs with Lil Kiki or a lot of my other songs in the past, but she's not like pursuing a career in music, but she's a dope writer and a dope singer. So every now and then I'll be like, hey, I want you to come be a part of this. Come get on here. And I gotta pull teeth. Sometimes I gotta pay her. She be like, how much you paying? What am I gonna get out of this?
Yeah, because she know.
She don't care about
money.
being featured on the song. She's like, I don't care about that. I'm the one doing shows, not her. So, you know, every now and then I'll bribe her to get on something. And this was one of them ones where it's like...
She held it down.
Yeah, she came with it. She held it down.
What's family life for you now? So many things have changed. You're 43. We got the side part going.
Yeah.
Okay?
Como capo.
Yeah. But still, of course, exuding that young, fun energy.
Sure.
What are you up to these days?
Me and my wife, we got 2 kids. My son, he's a freshman in college at Texas Southern University, TSU. My daughter, she's a junior in high school. Also, my niece, matter of fact, her birthday's today. She turned 25. 5.
Wow.
She's been with us for 11 years now since her mom passed away, my sister-in-law. She's my niece, but she's kind of like goddaughter, almost like a stepdaughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got an amazing family unit. My other sister-in-law, who lives around the corner, she has 3 kids. Our kids are all over the place. It's like a blended family, but this is what I asked for my whole life. I always wanted, 5 kids or something like that. I always wanted a big family.
A lot of energy.
I grew up in a small family. It's just me and my sister and my mom. That's it. She didn't have no sisters or brothers. My biological father, I didn't have anything to do with him. He had brothers, but I didn't, my whole life I never had any other cousins or anything like that. Until recently I found out that I had some cousins that I became pretty close with. My extended family was my God family. My godmother, my god sisters, their cousins, their aunts, uncles, everything. That was my extended family where I really got to see a full family dynamic. It was like a true large family, and that's something that I always wanted.
And you're living it.
And we got it, so thank you, God. Thank you, God.
I want you to tell us what the lasting message of this entire project is when it comes to family, when it comes to love, when it comes to the music, and when it comes to being the underground ambassador.
Yeah, definitely. Once upon a grind. It's all about just putting your best foot forward. You set goals and you chase after them and you work toward them. Sometimes you gotta reroute, Sometimes there's some roadblocks, some stumbling blocks. You gotta backtrack just to go around, but don't backtrack and give up. You gotta just find a way to persevere. You always strive to be the best. You strive to make progress. Don't sacrifice what you want most for what you want right now. What do I want most? I want my family. That's what I want. The family, that's what I want most. So there are plenty of times I might could have gave that up for this or for that, but
never, right?
Man, never at all, So that's the message I'm trying to, put out there with this album. You set your goals and you strive to get them.
Absolutely, and we feel it. We're receiving the message all the way through. Once Upon a Grind. Paul Wall, BET Talks.
Yeah.
Get it, baby.